Are you struggling to get consistent sales in your handmade business? Unfortunately, you are not alone. But the good news is it is fixable. And in this episode, I'm going to show you exactly why your sales are all over the place and a simple method to fix it. Hey, I'm Steph and I help handmade business owners start, run and scale their handmade business to the highest heights, or just basically making it less of an expensive hobby. Every single week, over 80,000 of you tune in across this podcast, my best-selling book, Instagram, YouTube, and our buzzing Facebook group, and also over email as well. And this episode is actually part of the countdown to the Summer Sales Sprint, a completely free challenge where I help you build your own sales system and hit 1K in 1 week. You can sign up below this podcast, video, wherever you are watching this, consuming this, listening to this, or if you go to handmadebosses.com/Sellathon sprint, that's Sellathon sprint, then you can sign up there. Now, one thing to note here is that the challenge officially kicks off on the 9th of June 2025. So if you are listening to this afterwards, there's probably going to be another challenge on at some point. So if you stay tuned, sign up for my emails, follow me on Instagram, you will find all of the juicy deets when we will run it again. So let's talk about it. Sales should not be a guessing game. If you've had a great month, then a slow month, then a random flurry of orders and cha-chings, and you're like, okay, yeah, great, then silent, I just need to tell you, it's not your product, it's not you, it's your process, it's your system, it's the way that you are basically creating the sales system within your business. So today, I'm going to share with you the 3-part system that basically fixes all of that. And here's the big question. What if your sales inconsistency is not, in fact, a product problem, pricing problem, a you problem, a views problem, an algorithm problem? What if it's not any of that? And maybe you're thinking it is, but in fact it's not. What if it was actually a process problem? So let's start here. Why do your sales feel like a roller coaster? Now, the answer purely here is because most handmade business owners are simply winging it. They discover they can create something new. They're like, yes, awesome, brilliant, I can do this, I can do that. And then they're kind of feeling like, okay, I'm going to create this thing because I think it looks nice and I think it looks pretty and I love it and it's all good. I'm going to put it up on Etsy, Amazon, your own website, and I'm just going to kind of do a little bit of social media here and there, and that's it. That's my business done. I'm sorted. And then as time goes on, things start to go a bit quiet and they're kind of waiting and they're waiting and they're waiting, and the views and the sales don't come. They then kind of post and market. And when I say post, it doesn't always have to be social media. It can be email. It can be whatever marketing is for you. But marketing is vital for every handmade business owner, especially in 2025 and forwards. Because listen, 2020, everyone was at home. Everyone was shut in their homes. So obviously people were shopping a lot online. There were a lot more captive audience, if you like, viewers who were looking for the thing that you have to sell. So what happens here is that handmade business owners are now expecting, their traffic to be the same as it was in 2020 and 2021. But unfortunately, it's not going to do that automatically. You have to drive that traffic, or rather attract that traffic to you. So what happens here is that people tend to kind of go a bit quiet and they start putting a post on social media like, oh, this new thing, or buy this thing, or this is cool, or what's new in my Etsy shop this week, or this or this or this, right? And maybe, just maybe, they might run a little sale for like a week and kind of get a bit of hype around their products and think, okay, well, obviously people are looking at pricing right now. Maybe people are a little bit budget conscious, so I'm actually going to run a sale. Then they get really sad when their sale ends and maybe they've got, 2, 3, maybe even 5 sales. They look at their bottom line after the fees have been taken out and all that good stuff and realize, okay, I didn't make any money from this at all. The truth is that most people don't have a system behind their business. They don't basically have a way of leading someone from, I'm just browsing, I'm just scrolling, I've just put a few words in the Etsy search bar or Google or whatever, and I'm coming across you and I'm just browsing to, yes, I have to have this. This is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. Or leading someone from, I'm looking for something, but I'm not really sure what, landing on your listing and being like, oh my God, I didn't know that I needed this thing. Yes, awesome. I am in. I'm adding it to my basket now. And this is basically where my 3-part system comes in. And actually, it's something that I'm going to be teaching you for free during the summer sales sprint. So the first part of this is your offer. This is basically what you are selling. Now, the thing with an offer is that a lot of people assume an offer means a sale. It means doing a little something to kind of frame your product in a better way. Now, that can also be an offer, but basically what I want you to think of it as is imagine yourself at a market, right? And I don't know if you've ever seen those fruit and veg people who are like, get your strawberries here, get your bananas, pound a bunch. Basically, that is what you are doing, just in a scaled down sense and in a way where you don't have to leave your house or even get dressed in the morning to do it. So what those people do who are selling fruit and veg is basically they are saying, hey, I have an offer here for you to buy a whole load of veg for a cheap price. It's this, it's organic, it's whatever, okay? And that is essentially what you need to view your product as. That's your offering to the target audience who are coming into your listing, coming into your shop. Now, a lot of people don't really think about this. A lot of people just think, well, my product is the offering. My product is what I am looking to offer. And if you go and listen to the episode where I talked about marketing has changed since 2020, here is what's working now. I talk about this in a lot more depth. So definitely go and listen to that one straight after this. But basically, your offer, really, you have to frame it in a way that is, how is it going to benefit the target audience who are going to be buying it? So basically, if you are selling jewelry, let's say you're selling a hand-pressed real flower jewelry, right? Literally off the top of my head as I'm recording this. But let's say that's what you're doing, okay? You are not really selling a necklace with a forget-me-not in it, right? You're not. You think you are, and that's what you are making, and that's what your message and your vibe and your aesthetic is being delivered in. But really, people are not buying that. People are buying a way to connect with their favorite flower every single day. They are buying something unusual that is not available in all of the high street stores. They are buying something where maybe it was their grandmother's favorite flower, and unfortunately, she's not with us anymore. And they really love to wear that and think, oh, my grandma, like, she would have been so proud of me and she would have loved what I'm doing now. And, you know, you're buying basically something that you're putting on and it's meaning something to you, whether it's as simple as pulling an outfit together or whether it's a part of that person's identity. So can you see, your offer is not just a necklace. It is literally the thing, the message, the meaning that your product has to that target audience buying. Now, this is something that a lot of people miss out on, right? This is something that a lot of people miss out on because they are simply looking at their product as a product, right? So the very next time you are creating something, think about the impact that product is going to have on the customer's lifestyle. Because, you know, we've talked about branding really, really heavily, especially in like the Brandathon challenge that we've just had. And that is really where the value in your business is that you are bringing something to the person. So it might just be as simple as thinking about your top 3 favorite brands and think about when you are buying the product, what are you actually buying? What are you actually feeling? What makes you excited and buzzed to go and purchase these particular products? It's not the actual product, it's the idea, it's the value. Like I keep saying, it's the vibe, it's the aesthetic. It's the thing that product means to you. And that can be different depending on the target audience that you have. Okay, so that's number 1. That is your offer. The second part of this is your funnel, okay? Now, I don't want you to worry about, oh, fancy funnels. Ooh, like this sounds like a big business term. Honestly, it's not. It's simply the system that takes people from, I just found you, to I'm ready to buy. Yay! So that is basically what a funnel is. Now, a funnel can have multiple different steps. It can have people coming in at the top, which is viewers. Now, that can be reels, it can be emails, it can be, any other social media, whatever that is. Then they basically go through the middle part of that funnel where something somewhere does something to those people. It can be your shop, it can be, a blog post, whatever that thing is that turns those casual buyers into people who are like, yes, I'm interested. I want this thing. I'm on board. You have me. Let's go. Then you go to the bottom of the funnel, which is buyers, conversions, sales, which is obviously what we all want. But a lot of people, they put viewers into their funnel, like traffic, views, visits, And then they just like expect the sales to just kind of spit out at the end, but they're missing that whole middle part there. So if this is confusing to you, I would instead focus on, when I say funnel, think about it as a machine. I'm not sure if you remember in like, you know, when you were small in school and they gave you those multiplying machine sheets, which basically enables kids to visualize an easy way of how to multiply numbers, right? So this is where thinking about that machine in the same context as your shop is really, really fun. On one side, you have viewers, people coming in. Then you have your machine that goes and does a little something, something. And then at the end, they spit out sales. Now, it's that little middle bit, that something, something that a lot of people cut out and just go, oh, views and visits come in and sales come out. But no, you're missing a whole big thing. That machine that turns casual browsers into avid buyers, that is the thing that you need. And if you don't have that, that is literally going to be your missing piece. The third part of this is traffic. Listen, you could have the best offer and the most clearest funnel, but if no one sees it, it really doesn't matter at this point. You could have everything spiffing. You could have everything perfect. I could come in and create your Etsy shop for you and do everything bang on. But if you're then not driving traffic, it doesn't matter. Okay, you might as well just be kind of, I don't know, a vendor in the middle of the ocean with your like craft booth saying, hey, buy my stuff. That's literally what it's like. So here is a question that I have for every single one of you who are in the groups saying, oh my God, I'm not getting any sales. What's going on? Or you're thinking, has anyone else's sales just dropped off the face of the earth? Or you're thinking, God, I was doing so well this time last year. What's going on? To every single one of you, I have one simple question for you. What are you doing on a consistent basis to drive traffic, to market your business, to shout about what it is that you do? What are you doing on a consistent basis? Honestly, that question does trip a lot of people up, and I do use it a lot, especially in the groups when I have people saying, oh my God, like my sales have dropped. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. What's this? What's that? Obviously, you know, we dig into stuff, especially if you're in the HBSA and you're in the HBSA group. That's when we really, really dig into it. But this question always trips people up, and they're always like, oh, well, I guess I'm not. I mean, I'm on Pinterest or I'm on Instagram, but I'm not consistent with it. Or I'm consistently posting, but it's on a platform where my target audience is not. So I really want you to actually think and reflect on that question, because it does trip a lot of people up. So let me introduce you to two makers, Sam and Lydia. Sam has a gorgeous product. She posts on Instagram a few times a week, runs the occasional sale, gets a few orders here and there, but it's inconsistent. Some months she's literally refreshing her Etsy dashboard, wondering what's gone wrong. And that is Sam. Lydia, on the other hand, listened to this podcast, watched the video, and was like, I understand this now. Like, I get it. I'm going to actually do something with it. Not only that, but she joined the Summer Sale Sprint, which, by the way, is completely freaking free. She focused on one product, set up a simple funnel, and did a 5-day push with a very clear message. Her result, she made £1,200 in 1 week. And now, every time she wants to boost her sales, she simply runs that same system. And it's a system that I'm going to be teaching you in the Summer Sale Sprint Challenge. Sam is guessing. Lydia has a system in place. So which one are you? Are you Sam or are you Lydia? All right, everyone, now it's time for the homework section of this podcast. So I want you to ask yourself, what offer am I focusing on right now? Do I have a clear way to lead people to buy? Is my conversion machine doing what it's supposed to do? Am I consistently bringing people into my funnel, into my system, into my machine? So guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video/podcast, wherever you are consuming this. I hope that it was helpful to you. I also hope to see you in the Summer Sales Sprint. Again, if you go to handmadebosses.com/Sellathon sprint, you are able to sign up there. So guys, again, thank you so much. I would love it if you would leave me a review on Apple Podcasts, because that honestly does help us loads. And give this video a thumbs up if you are watching on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe as well, because unless you subscribe, you won't get reminded every week where I do something similar to this. And I will see you guys all in the next one.